friggin' morning. So, time for another random roguelike day. This one is Dredmor. Pretty much if you've ever played any roguelike that has a joke character, this is entirely the game about them. Might as well just go to a new game here, show you what you mean. As usual, hardest difficulty, some kind of speed options, because why not? And yeah. Here is kind of how it goes. Get your weapon skills. That's all nice. Then you start getting into some of the weirder ones. Oh, you know, stuff like friggin' economics and fungal arts and Viking wizardry. Personal favorite, right here, killer vegan. Yeah, you get all kinds of weirdness going on. Yeah, there's quite a few of these, and this is before mods, by the way. So it's just like a series of here's crap that should never work or even have an ability or whatever else. Like killer vegan, like you can't attack animals, you can't eat meat, but you basically get the ability to regen super fast. You get like free healing veggies all over the place. You start hitting people with your self-righteousness. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. I feel that this one's a little overpowered. Or, you know, stuff like communism, banking abilities. It's fantastic. And the previously mentioned tourist from NetHack. If you've ever played NetHack, you got all these serious types for all the classes, and you get down to the very bottom, and there's a tourist, and he just shows up in his friggin' medieval dungeon with his Hawaiian shirt and camera. And, yeah, he's kind of crap, but hilarious. So I'm gonna re-roll a few times here until I get something that's semi-usable. They all are kind of usable. I just kind of got to bear in mind the fact that because it's a harder difficulty, some of these don't actually start with proper fighting abilities. So, okay, starting off with polearms, that's fine. As far as melee stuff goes, Necronomics, I believe that just starts off with a curse of some sort. Laywalker, why does this keep getting added in? Like, every time I re-roll, it gives me Laywalker. I just want to take that out and put in Communist out of spite. It's literally just an entire skill tree based around regenerating mana. Emomancy, because that's, of course, Bankster. I believe with this one you end up getting randomly attacked but can functionally get infinite cash. Egyptian Magic, I haven't used this one much. Paranormal Investigator is kind of a fun one. And Communist starts you off with two weapons. Can you guess what they are? Because they're a hammer and a sickle. Alright. Oh, they're communists, so there we go. Gotta go with the one with red hair, call him Red. I've been watching Orange is the New Black lately, kinda making me think of that. Alright. So yeah, story, long story short, there's a bad guy, go kill bad guy. So I believe it's 15 floors that you have to go down in this one. The whole idea of the game is you just get down to the very bottom. Kill the bad guy, that's it. Gonna use the expanded map because I prefer it. So each class has a different set of stuff that it starts with. Some of them are for the sake of theme, some are for the sake of function. This particular character is actually probably not going to make it very long, but we'll see how it goes. So these are your basic stats. Just kind of, in general, burliness sounds exactly like what it is. Sagacity is your magic stuff. Nimbleness is your dex, caddishness is intelligence, I would say, or whatever. Savvy, this is more for like extra magical effects, and stubbornness is resistance. Got your main three melee hitting abilities here, so melee, power, counter, and crit. Over here you got your main magic stuff, so power, haywire, and resistance. Haywire, it's kind of just like an extra thing that happens with magical stuff, an extra hit, more or less. It's kind of unclearly defined. Armor, absorption, block, and dodge. So your main defensive skills there. You got your main stealth skills here, so enemy dodge reduction, sneakiness, and visual sight radius. Which this is not really... It's not that I have no radius, this is just in addition to your usual one, so this can go into the negative. Got your two trap skills up here, which right now I have one for traps radius, so if I walk next to a trap I'll see it. Lower chance the farther it gets from the character. And then for trap affinity I have none, so even the crappiest ones are going to take 45% to even take apart. Then you got your 4 crafting skills right here. So 1 crafting, I will never use this. Smithing, I'd like to use it, but I don't think I even have the right classes to use it. Alchemy is for brewing stuff, and then Tinker is for making gadgets, which there are a ton of. So, weapon-wise, didn't exactly start out great. So, let's see. With the pitchfork, I have 1 crush and 2 stab. With this thing, I have 3 slash, or this thing has 3 crush. Either way, we're pretty much doing 3 extra damage with the thing. And then we got some sort of metal ingot, but nothing to actually craft with it. Let's see, some bolts, but I don't have a crossbow. So, okay, yeah, range skills, there's only thrown weapons and crossbows. The way this goes, you're just trying to get to the bottom of this whole thing, kill off the Dredmor guy, who is much harder of a boss fight than you might think, because even showing up there with a super overpowered character, I had to go and retreat a couple times in order to beat the guy. I mean, this was a character that could basically see a room with like 50 guys in it, rush in, and completely squash it with no problems. Whereas this chick right here, currently speaking, would probably have a hard time fighting anything. You actually are relatively underpowered compared to some roguelikes in this one. At least in terms of your durability. In terms of your offense, you can do some pretty nonsensical things. Alright, so let's see. So this is from the Paranormal Investigator thing. It's literally just your X-Files class. So yeah, you can just not believe in magic and you get a resistance bonus. I believe this is Egyptian stuff. There's some kind of poison ability. This is from Communism. Let's see. And a guerrilla attack. Oh, a high interest loan. Yeah, there we go. We got $100. So yeah, with a banker. Oops, not the one I wanted. With the banker, you pretty much get a constant stream of cash, so you can keep taking out loans, and then they'll end up draining your cash out later. But then you go and you can dump your crappy assets. So yeah, so you get rid of your penalties. Insurance fraud, which apparently you pay for insurance, and then yeah, apparently based on your savvy, you get a certain amount of money back. You can hire a person, can do this whole hedge your bets thing. Let's see, trade your hard-earned money for damage mitigation. Cool. Bailout, you're too big to fail now. Get a bailout to remove all the consequences of your fiscal irresponsibility. Sweet. So you basically can get infinite money by putting 5 points into this. So I'm probably going to start with that, actually. Start out with a lunge strike from Spears. I mean, that's about as it goes. I don't really have any crafting skills, I don't think. I'm actually just looking around for a crafting ability here, but I don't think I have any. So I can't craft anything, so entirely gonna have to rely on buying and finding stuff. Apparently the game has now frozen. That's unpleasant. What gives? Oh, it auto-saved. Alright, so we got some sort of ring over here, got an amethyst. Oh, yeah, speaking of giant friggin' bees, by the way. Started noticing these killer bees showing up more and more around here. I might be thinking, you know, killer bees, that's messed up, that's, you know, freaking giant bees that show up in hundreds and whatever else. And no, I'm talking about, like, bees about the size of a small frickin' hamster showing up. And, like, they just land on top of an anthill, bury into the thing, and annihilate everything in there. Then it kind of seems like they nap in there for a day or two. It's just crazy to watch. I mean, that's really all there is to say about that. Open this door. Give a lunge strike to this guy. But yeah, so yeah, at first... Oh, crap, I'm a little bit dead. So that character didn't last long. Like I said, not exactly durable. I kinda clicked before I thought on that one. The Thoughtless Sock. Awesome. That is a great review. That is my favorite character right here, VeganBot 9000. This is Actually, you know what? By a weird save glitch, I actually still have this character, despite having beaten Iron Man with her. Oh, okay, that was a noise and a half. But yeah, so I still have this character. Actually, I'll show it now. So, funny part is, apparently, when Steam goes and, you know, saves their saves and all that, apparently I had beaten the game with this character at, like, right after it had saved an autosave right before the last level. And, yeah, it just kind of wound up getting saved in that way, so I ended up beating it and still getting to keep the character. Now, I think this is before the last level. It has been a couple years since I last used this save. Actually, I can't use that dig leg, so I don't know why I'm doing that. So this character is a killer vegan. Let me show all the skill trees and stuff here. So yeah, start off with unarmed, and they just get, you know, all kinds of different moves and stuff, just different AoE stuff. Dodging ability, to the point where you can pretty much dodge everything by the end of the skill tree. Actually, I thought I had this character maxed out. Oh well. Perception, this is just for finding stuff. This is generally useful to have for knowing where crafts are. Burglary, you basically get free stuff from vending machines. You get, you occasionally, you know, can just open doors for free. Let's see, locks an enemy into their current position. I never actually use this one. Ninja Vanish, this is just your standard stealth ability. Steal an item the first time you enter a shop. Ridiculously overpowered. And then move in a mysterious way, you get even more dodge, and just basically it lets you run away. Tinkering, got all of that maxed out, to the point that I can make just about anything down the tinkering tree with this character. And yeah, killer vegan, so green harvest, they get constant veggies. Animal friend, they can control an animal. Clean living, they get a constant health regen. And, well, they get worse health penalties if they hurt an animal. But, you know, you get some pretty decent stat bonuses out of that. Self-righteousness. So you hit stuff with your self-righteousness, you get more health, and it also protects you from it. From any holy stuff, which I think is just a general one lower, and then it's also one lower plus from that ability. But yeah, so you blind your enemies. Pretty fantastic, and you get more dodge. And then level 5 vegan. As far as I can tell, this just lets you ignore most debuffs that you get, so you can just go and attack stuff. As long as you don't completely overdo it, you have constant health regen. You get 4, so in total you get 5 health regen per turn with this character. I believe you have 10 health regen. I don't really know why it's only doing 1 health, but I forget exactly how the calculations work. Might be that 1 per turn's the maximum. Let's go here. Where did that thing go? There was something out here. Yeah, you are now a friend. So get a friend. Open a door. There's a statue. That's awesome. Get some cheese, because that's about all this character can eat. Items... I believe that's got meat in it, so I can't. Free item stolen from the shop. Because, you know, free stuff is nice. Just wanted to show off the ridiculousness of this friggin' skill tree here. Whatever. It's only 1 enemy, but... Oh, no. By the way, exploding bolts. So, pretty much detonating stuff before it can even get close anyway. Go down this door. I meant to show the crafting stuff of this character. Ended up going to a bunch of different stuff. Whatever. It happens. I get confused. Yeah, this looks like that last floor. Some kind of armor. Optics are always nice. And just stuff lying around all over the place. 1313, is that better than mine? Pretty substantially better than mine, actually. Oh wait, it's minus 10 to dodge, though. Yeah, no, I'll take an extra 7 dodge over the other things. There's so much crap here. And we're apparently getting an autosave. Neat. What is this? I don't know. I haven't seen the pile of rocks before. And leveled up. How's that more dodge situation? Always want more dodge. Yeah, and you get random cash rooms. Those are fun. Why is there nothing on this floor? Oh yeah, these, you kind of set them up. It's a little bit of a minor puzzle for those. Whatever. That's not a... I want like a monster closet or something. Keep hitting M, looking for my map. Oh well. I'll just show this off. Wait, what? Yeah, rocket jump like this. End up hitting everything pretty much in the room in most cases. Then from there, this ends up doing a little bit of self-damage. But from here, can do a rocket jump. So we want to go hit this guy. Or just go jump on. Why is that not working? It feels like something is not working right here. Alright. Do that. Spin ability. Then, friggin' Mecha Stomp. Just crush things all over the place. And then for anything that survived, you know, bolts. She's dead. He's gonna be dead. And these just like detonate and ruin stuff all over the place. Ah, it's fantastic. In most cases, healing items aren't even needed, though there's so many of them piled up by this point that it doesn't even matter. Like, I think with this crossbow, everything just kind of explodes now. If I recall correctly. There we go. And now this is redone, so you basically pay to have a thing put on here. But let's say we put this thing on the Krong, so it gave it 2 defense. It's not exactly Diablo loot, but yeah, it just added stuff.
Critical hits.
Oh, and there's one of those where it procced a multi-hit. It just hit it a bunch of times. But anyway. This is all well and good. This is a run that's gone way, way, way down the line. So, yeah. Probably don't need to be showing off the last boss there. Let's have one more random character and probably call it a day. There we go. I don't know about this one. We got here Communist. Yeah, screw it. Why not? Last one was a Communist. No. Need to have something different. Alright. So Battle Geology, Tinkering, Burglary, Promethean, Astrology, Psionics, and Dual Wielding. call this guy Double Jim. There we go. I love the music in this too. Great. It's kind of random as far as where the music goes. Let's see, start with tinkering stuff and an ingot press, so that's nice. Didn't start with any weapons though. That's a bummer. Alright, so some kind of damaging sleep ability. Okay, an aura of some kind. Dragon's Breath and Plutonic Fist. You can at will transform your hand / noodly appendage of a creature, including yourself, if thus inclined, into stone, as cured as deep as the Earth's earthly heart. Melee power is improved at the cost of combat skill and finesse. It's smart like a rock. Cool. I think I can use that. Alright, so we got a weapon here. Actually, wait a minute. Was dual wielding one of them? Yeah. Okay. Even though dual wielding is not something that makes sense. But whatever. Some meat. Okay. That's useful, but I don't have a crossbow. At the end of the level. He's gonna give me a shot, isn't it? Nope.
Critical hit.
Let's try this ability. We've got a lot more damage.
To regain health.
Let's walk away to heal a little bit. And then Dragonfire these guys. I gotta say, this didn't really...
Critical hits.
Okay, gonna run away again, but what I don't understand is... dang it. I was hoping he'd get shot, but that thing's blocked by the vending machine. Next, random maps. Oh, this is like a stunning ability, actually, now that I look at it. What about sleep? Can you sleep? Neat. Okay. I can walk away, have some round cheese.
Critical hit.
Life force
Oh,
is
crap.
running out.
Probably shouldn't have woken him up. He diggled like and trousers. Okay. So, yeah, if you want a funny random one, here you go. This one. It's constantly on sale for pretty cheap, and I mean, when I got it, it was just a few bucks with all the DLC. And you got mods and stuff, so it's just fantastic. I don't think it got ported to anything, though it really deserved to be. And yeah, with some of the mods, you can get some crazy stuff, like I have a bunch on the mod list now. You know what? Then it'll get all weird if I try to show it now. Like, you can replace a bunch of the monsters with Cyanide and Happiness characters, or old letters from, you know, NetHack and Rogue and whatnot. Or, there's one that added, like, a Pokemon Master Skill tree and stuff like that. There's just hundreds of mods and stuff, it's great. But yeah, this is easily one of my favorites.